they're seeing, what's current. Gunna not going to be a witness at his former rap mate's trial, Young Thug. Not going to be a witness. It's over and done with. It's not going to happen. So that's kind of like putting to rest, laying down the facts of him not being a snitch in a sense. But this show is dedicated to snitching. I'm a snitch. I snitched on people. It's good to snitch. Snitching is a virtue. It is a good thing. If you don't think so, think about the idea of selfishness. Somebody that says, "Oh, he's a snitch. Oh, she's a snitch. Oh, they're going against the code. They're going against the code." Well, what's the code? The code is selfishness, really. You're looking out for your numero uno. You don't want to be snitched on. You're thinking of yourself. Why don't you think of somebody else for a change? You're supposed to be selfless and unselfish and sacrificial in the first place. So sacrifice yourself. Be unselfish. Be selfless, right? Snitching is selfish. You're thinking about yourself. You're considering your own rational self-interest. That's the main draw of being a snitch. So, people have turned away from Gunna, like Lil Baby, Drake, Metro Boomin. They've all turned their backs on him because he allegedly snitched, and it looks like he's not really going to be shown as a snitch, despite that, all those accusations and people turning their backs on them. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. So this is a weird trial. It's goofy. They had people, people in the DA were texting witnesses, little messages, that were, of a romantic relationship sort. It's a goofy, weird trial. It could last until 2027, if you can believe that, from an arrest that was in 2022, and Young Thug has been locked down and for almost 2 years now. So I'd say that, if anything, people should snitch. You should snitch. Snitching is a good thing. And there's obviously the good part about snitching is like, to save the uncles, the aunties, the grandmamas, the babies, the nephews, the nieces from, people being killed, killed in broad daylight sometimes. If you tell on somebody and to prevent them from going to jail, to prevent yourself from going to jail and them going to jail, then that is a virtue. That is a good thing. That is positive. That is a great thing. That's why I'm in the haterverse. I'm in the snitch network. I am a proud supporter of Mr. Troy Star Terrain. His philosophy of objective hate and his mission of the snitch network, which will most likely be able to address all of those issues, all those problems that are going on in the world. Just because somebody doesn't want to point their finger, doesn't want to say, that was that person right there, they did it. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I heard him. That could make a huge difference in somebody's life, or in a whole family's life, or a whole neighborhood's livelihood, and that is what is so important. And Gunna, it's ironic because he probably didn't even snitch. He probably didn't even have anything to do with snitching, even though that would have been okay with me. That would have been all right in my book. That to have him be a snitch, to have him being somebody that told and to save his own skin. That's fine with me. I'm not doing 10 to 20 years in a cell with some big dude and some other dude, and we're in the day room playing checkers and watching it, fighting over what soap opera to watch. I'm not trying to go to the prison cell and they have poetry night and have teachers come in, professors come in and teach us how to write and read poetry and shit. I ain't for that. Not about that life. I can do that on the outside. What do I need to go to jail to learn those skills again? No thanks. I'm all right. I don't need to be rubbing shoulders with niggas in the shower. I'm good. I'm good. I already had that experience when I was in the Marine Corps. That was bad enough, seeing all them niggas in the shower. I don't need to have all that. But it wasn't like anything crazy. It was just, a lot of dudes in the showers. People that can relate to that, jocks can relate to that, athletes can relate to that. But it's still a weird thing. It's still strange. But anyway, Gunna's gonna bounce. He already pretty much bounced it with the "F You Mean" song. I was just listening to that just a few minutes ago, and I was like, all right, this goes hard. He goes hard. Pause. No Diddy. But he just has that flow that's effortless and kind of understated. But yeah, he doesn't look like he's gonna be a snitch. He's not gonna take the stand. He's not gonna be on the stand. It's already proven. It's already shown that he will not be one of the witnesses to go to the stand. Malik says that song is hot. F you mean? Yes. Salute to you, Malik. Let's get that auction going. Salute to you, sir. I can't write it back, but I'm saying it on the video. Salute to you, Malik. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, snitching is a virtue. I snitched out, these white boys in New Jersey 26 years ago almost. Over 25 years ago. And it was a great move for me because I would have been in a hell of a lot more trouble than I've been, just based on the fact that we were stealing the little chrome covers to the tire valve where you put the air. So like there were cars and trucks that had little chrome. We call them chromies, and you just twist them off. Some people have usually the rubber ones, the black rubber ones. Those are boring. We didn't need those. We want the chromies. We want the chrome ones. And so we would go up to the car, twist off the thing, pull it up, put it on our bikes, because that was genius move, by the way. That was very smart of us. Not really, really dumb. I put it on my bike. My mom was like, what are those? What are those things on your bike? I was like, well, this is something I had, and I was just like bullshitting the whole time. And so I had to explain it. But then she was just like, all right, what's going on? And I was like, look, I'm taking these things and whatever. And so she had to say, all right, we're going down to where whoever house it is that, who led this thing. It was a boy named Timmy. So I think I snitched out Timmy, and that kind of upset the whole operation. His mom was like, I was wondering what those were. I found them in the laundry. But I snitched him out. I snitched him clean out. I snitched out this kid in my neighborhood in Delaware. He had gotten some top from these two chicks. And he was telling me about it, and I was like, oh, word? So I told the other dudes about it too, and they're like, and came up to me and was like, man, why'd you tell everybody about that? I was just like, that's what I do. I'm a snitch. Like, essentially, that's what I was saying. I don't remember exactly what I said, but that's essentially what I was saying. But they, that bullshit that snitches get stitches. No, snitches get riches. There are $25,000, $100,000 rewards for you to tell. There's tip lines. There's crime lines. There's all kinds of ways that you can anonymously tell on people, and you can make a good fortune about that. I'm writing a story about that. I'm writing a series of stories about that that very thing. And I think that's one of the best things. We need some thumbs up. I have 5 people viewing right now. Get those likes up. I need the likes. Make sure 4 people viewing right now. Make sure you get the likes. So I appreciate it. But yeah. So snitching is good. Here we go. Let me read it. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best. You got the best. I present the man who looks through the folders and finds himself inside the looking glass and sees what's current. I present the ruler, Skylar. Sondar sees. Star Supreme Snitch. Yes. He is like what's his name? God damn it. Not Quasimodo. What's his goddamn name? Master Splinter. He's like Master Splinter. He's the rat, and he has wisdom, and he teaches his young turtles the ways of life. So yeah, he's definitely right. And all rats must die. I'm a rat. I have to die one day. So that's me included. You know, that's the risk you take. But snitches is selfishness, and to not snitch, you know, or to look at somebody that didn't snitch is selfless. And you're being selfish for trying to say that, you know, you don't want to be snitched on. Who are you to not be snitched on? Who are you? How special do you have to be to not be snitched on? Because, I was in the streets with him the whole time, and we were all good. Everything was fine. It was all good just a week ago, you know? Snitches do not get stitches. Snitches get riches, sir. You get rewarded. There are awards. There are rewards, excuse me, for telling on people. I'm telling you that they have whole tip lines and stuff like that. And you can do it all anonymously. You can do it without anyone knowing who you are. That's the power of the snitch. You tell on people, and you save lives. That's the best thing. You save your own life. That means there are cases where snitches have been killed. That is true. You know, some people are going witness protection programs. You know, some people, you know, are found in this witness protection programs, and they're laid out. Happens. But that's the risk of being a snitch. It's a risk, like anything else. That's a reward, and that's a virtue. You know, if you have integrity and honesty, you shouldn't have to worry about, you know, not being a snitch or being a snitch. So that's my little spiel about Gunna. Gunna is, yes, Goodfellas. Yeah, that's he was talking about Henry Hill, and Ray Liotta are dead now. Oh my God. But Henry Hill was saying how, you know, he's in witness protection program. He said the pizza tastes like ketchup, and he's living a life. He's outside in the prison wall. You know, he didn't go to prison. He told. He ran his mouth. I was just thinking about Goodfellas. I'm thinking about Sopranos too. One of the episodes where Tony Soprano was taking Meadow to scout colleges to look at different colleges in I think it was in the Northeast, somewhere out in New Jersey, and Tony Soprano looked at him. He said, "Wait a minute, that's that mother, you know, that snitched on. I know that dude. And he killed him." No, spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen that episode, but that's what happened. He straight up murked him. But that goes hand in hand. You know, you take the risk, you take the chance. Most likely, it's going to be a good chance. You know, you'll be protected. You know, if you go to witness protection, or if you go to some programs where you'll have somebody that will watch your back. I mean, that is the key to this. The late great Ringo's son was in the witness protection program. Ringo Starr? Ringo Starr's still alive. He's not late. What are you talking about? Are you talking Ringo Starr? Ringo Starr is definitely still alive. But anyway, this Young Thugger trial is just goofy and weird and just drawn out and just doesn't make any sense on a lot of levels. And I think if more people snitched, it will probably save Thugger a lot of years. If he snitches, it'll save him a lot of years. He might even just do time served, and, you know, just a little bit over a year or a year. He'll just do a bullet, you know, if he's convicted or if he's found guilty. He won't have to do too much time, because if he tells on himself, or, you know, somebody around who was around him, or, you know, is completely honest with the jury and the judge and the DA and his own defendant team, then he should be all right. He shouldn't have any issues. He shouldn't have any problems. He should be good. But that's just hinges upon the fact that he does, in fact, Snitch. You have to snitch. I don't care who you are. You have to snitch. Snitching is healthy. Snitching is a good sign. It's a healthy sign. Like I said, saves nephews, nieces, aunties, cousins, grandmamas, mamas, hardworking fathers, smart working fathers and mothers, smart working, sons and daughters. Because if you see something in the street, you see somebody pull out a weapon and shoot somebody, and you don't say anything, then you're a part of that. You're essentially an accomplice. But if you're able to say, hey, I know who that was, I know where they live, I know who they get down with, I know what team they're with, I know what their gang affiliation is, all of that hinges upon the fact that you are being a snitch. And you should be rewarded for that. That's why they have $10,000 reward, $5,000 reward, even just $100 reward sometimes, $200 reward. It's better than nothing. Better than you snitching and or you not snitching and another family is weeping and crying at the funeral, and Big Bertha singing Jesus take my hand and dear Lord take my hand. And rather than having all that happen, you can be the one person that says, I'm not going to be a coward. I'm going to stand up and snitch, because that's what the things people always equate with snitching. Oh, you're a coward. You're not a stand-up man. You folded. But that's not the case. This is like with Pusha T. Pusha T puts that in his songs. He put that in his song with talking about his former affiliate Tony Jeezy Gonzalez. He was in a lot of songs. He was rapping. He was rapping his ass off, saying, "Yeah, Tony didn't tell, and I miss my Tony. I hope you snitches burn in hell," and stuff like that. Then he turned around and said, Tony, snitched, essentially. And he made a song called SNITH. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. So he flipped the script totally. Talking about how, Tony was the main issue, was the problem. You can look it up online. Look it up on Vlad TV. Tony Jeezy, Geezy Gonzalez. And you'll find out the different ramifications that occurred. Because he only spent, I don't know how long. He didn't spend more than a decade in prison. And he got out. So, and I don't know what his well-being is. I don't know where his position is with that. But it's better than being, behind the prison wall. Better than being behind the prison wall. Being in a cell, stinking some other niggas' urine and feces. And you trying to read a book and this nigga snoring and all, I don't even want to even think about that life. There are 2 million people in the United States of America who are currently in the penal system, and be either in a jail or a prison cell. I'm not about that life. I don't care what I have to do, but I'm gonna stay in the world as much as I can, as strongly as I can. As much as powerful as it is to say how it's easy to snitch. You just be a somebody that's a coward. That's all you are if you a snitch. Quite the contrary. You are very courageous if you snitch. You are very courageous. You are a person that knows what you're doing. You know what you're saying. And that's the part about this Thugger trial. Like I said, it could last to 2027. It's hard to respect a snitcher. Why is it hard to respect a snitcher, Rick James? How are you so selfish? How are you so concerned with your own well-being and your own rational self-interest, rather than to say, I would rather someone snitch on me because I'm selfless and I'm not thinking about myself. That's the key. That's what I'm trying to get at. People are selfish when they say that snitches aren't great, aren't an integral part of any neighborhood or any self or any themselves, their own selfish ways. For people that don't want to be snitched on, that's the selfless, the irrational, the unselfish. That's the evil. That is the anti-life. That is the anti-man. That is completely irrational. Because you did the goddamn thing, now pay up for it. They said there's an old proverb that says, "You take what you want, but pay for it." So you gotta understand. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Snitches don't follow the bro code. What the hell is a bro code? I have no idea what the hell a bro code is. I'm not part of a bro code. I've never been a part of a bro code. I'll snitch on you in a second. Shouldn't have been doing what you were doing in the first place. And I'm not trying to go to jail or prison over some bullshit that you did. Forget that. Forget that. That's not happening. I'm not about that life. Hear nothing, see nothing, say nothing. Exactly. That's the dumb, deaf, and the blind. Exactly. That's the deaf, blind, and dumb in your order. That's the 85%. That constitutes exactly what the 85% are. They don't want to see anything. They don't want to say anything. They don't want to hear anything. They don't want to be about anything. Could save somebody's life, possibly their own. There's a film called Witness. Excellent movie. It's a perfect movie. There's like 3 or 4 perfect movies, I think, in my estimation. But it's an excellent movie. I'll say you should watch it. It's about this small Amish town, and somebody, an Amish boy, witnesses a murder, and he doesn't say any words. He just says, basically, he just points to a picture of the killer, and the killer is actually a cop. So the little boy's already snitching, and he's only like 6 or 7 years old. So you gotta respect that. That's the reality of the game, So I respect all snitches, and we have to acknowledge again, all snitches must die. Even Master Splinter. All rats must die. I'm a rat. All rats must die. I'm a rat. So it's fact. But it's the truth. It's the reality. This is what is part of the reality. I don't take my druthers and saying that, oh yeah, man, you gotta keep your mouth shut. You gotta be quiet, man. You can't let nobody know, about this. This gotta be on the quiet tip. This gotta be on the QT. Bullshit. I'm telling. I'm telling somebody somewhere. The cops going straight to him, going straight to the precinct. Let me fill out this paper. Let me figure out this paperwork. Let me fill out this proffer agreement. That's the whole gist of being a snitch. That's the whole point of being a snitch, is that you show yourself to be worthy of being somebody that can tell on someone else and save your own ass. That's the point. That's selfishness. And that's a good thing. That's proper. Because the other person is not thinking about you. They're being selfish too. But it's not really the same selfishness. It's selfishness without a self, as Ayn Rand would say. It's the selfishness where it's like, I'm concerned with my own self-interest, but they're irrational self-interest. It's irrational. It's not unself. There's no such thing as irrational selfishness. There's just irrationality or irrationalism. That's what those people are being when they say that, nah, you can't snitch, man. Don't snitch on us, man. Don't tell anybody. Don't say anything. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And the greatest rats and snitches have come out of it. You got Nicky Barnes. You got Alpo. You got Frank Lucas. All snitches. Every one of them. They either evaded time or had their time lessened. And like Alpo was put in a position where he was able to be in witness protection. His dumb ass gonna come down to New York. I think he was in Connecticut. He came down to New York in a truck or something crazy, or a motorcycle or something, and he got smoked. Well, that's because of you, man. That's on you. Why do you come back to your own hood? Why would you come back? He must have wanted to get killed. He must have wanted to get, knocked off, and didn't want to commit suicide or something, because his actions were suicidal. I wrote a story about it way back when. Got some pretty good views on it too. JFK was going to snitch, and look what happened to him. Well, that's conjecture, sure. That's conspiracism. We don't know what he was going to snitch about. You're in greater danger snitching than keeping quiet. In certain circumstances, yes, that could be true. But that's what I said. All rats must die. If you must die, then and speak the truth. You speak the truth. And if you happen to die, get tortured to death, let that be. Just let it be known that you did the right thing. You did the good thing. You did the selfish thing. You did the rational thing. And let that be known. And let it be a service to anybody that does know what it's like to be snitched on. I can't think of any instance where I was ever snitched on, but I was a snitch in multiple occasions. So I'm definitely a rat. I'd rather live a longer life than speak the truth. Well, that we have differing principles, sir. I would always speak the truth no matter what. No matter what the consequences are. I'm going to always speak the truth, tell the reality of it all, tell everything that's true, everything that's righteous, and keep going with my life until somebody ends it. If that has to be, that has to be. But I'm going to make sure I do the right thing. I don't give a goddamn. I'm always going to do the right thing. That's proper. And like I said, it saves lives. It saves my own life in most cases. You get rewards anywhere from $100 to $25,000, maybe $100,000, depending on the notability or the notoriety of the person. Like El Chapo, I think there was like $1 million on his head. I think if you found before he was captured, I think there was like $500,000 or $1 million on his head. So that gives you incentive. That's why I say snitches get riches. It gives you an incentive. It incentivizes you to do something that is courageous and something that is right. Something that is strong and goodwill. So, Gunna, ironically, doesn't look like he's going to be a snitch. He's not going to be on the stand. But this is a weird and goofy trial. Thugger might get on the stand and completely, go against his other ideas, the quote unquote bro code, whatever the hell that means, and get a lesser sentence or maybe no sentence. I used to be a bounty only for a year though. You used to be a bounty hunter? Really? You gotta tell me that story. We gotta have a whole show dedicated to Rick James telling his bounty hunter stories. But yeah, that's such a great, a lucrative opportunity to be a snitch. Snitch on who you want. Snitch on whoever you can. Snitch in every way you can. Be that person. Be that one person that stands up and says, you are worth it. You are worthy of living this life. You are worthy of telling the truth. You are worthy of saying to the judge, the jury, everybody, this person did this, and I know it, and I saw it. I can give you evidence. I can give you proper documentation. I can give you all kinds of different recordings. Whatever you can possibly do to do the right thing. That is the right thing to snitch. That's what snitching does. Snitching permits you to be a virtuous person. Rick James says, if you've seen the show Wolf, the Bounty Hunter, it's like that. I've seen Dog the Bounty Hunter. I haven't seen Wolf the Bounty Hunter. I don't know what Wolf the Bounty Hunter, but I've seen Dog the Bounty Hunter. But yeah, that's the power of snitching. It gives you the opportunity to be a virtuous human being. It can save lives, save your own life. You can risk it. Of course, it's a risk. They don't take kindly to snitches because of the code. Whatever that bullshit is, dead it. All right. It's a advertising break. I'm gonna tell you about my sponsors. Check out Pang's products on lifestrongapparel.com. That's LIFESTRONGAPPAREL. This is a great guy. I consider him a friend. We're not buddy. We don't see each other, every weekend and have beers and stuff like that. I haven't seen him in almost probably 17 years. But he's a great guy. He's a stand-up guy. He's a military man. Just a strong guy. And look, and Rick James is anticipating already the yummy gummies. But you can pick up. I've never tried any of his products. We were just in contact with each other a few days ago. He said he's got some gum. He was asking if I have any allergies, and I was like, no allergies, sir. Just send them my way. Either through mail or if you want to come to my house face to face, just let me know. But lifestrongapparel.com, and then you'll find raw wild crafted sea moss, also sea moss ginger gummies. So definitely check them out. Tell them that Skylar Saunders sent you, and that you enjoy his products, because I've never enjoyed any of them because I haven't had any of them. And I'm not going to buy them. I'm giving him promotion. He's the one that's got to give me the good stuff. I'm sure he has good stuff. But moving on, subscribe to BEEJACKSON5478.com. Baja Blast, as Rick James is about to put right now. He's on YouTube. You can tell him that Skylar Saunders, that's me, sent you. And that, he's working with sardines, chicken, near beer. He's got commentary he's doing. He's a stand-up guy. He's funny. He's got little jokes going on. But he says it with like a deadpan kind of way. He doesn't laugh at his own jokes or anything. It's a vibe. It's a total vibe. He has a really cool, really neat demeanor. He's a good guy. All right. Now this is sexy time music, and for some reason Rick James puts R. Kelly. I never say R. Kelly. I don't even think he's part of the list. But if you want to listen to some great tunes, go to Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube.com. That's SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES. That's Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube.com. Tell them Skylar Saunders sent you. And what you'll find there, if you love the Gap Band, Slave, if you love Rolls Royce, if you love Earth, Wind & Fire, if you love Najee, Kim, Sade, any of these artists, you'll be able to vibe out and listen to them. And then he puts P. Diddy. Oh my God. No Diddy. You want to vibe out to some really great songs, great listening, very upscale, classy, grown up music. Go to Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube.com. Tell them that Skylar Saunders sent you. Also, go to twitch.tv/DOTFOCUS_1_. Okay, 1_. Twitch.tv/.focus_. He has great gaming ability. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a fun guy. He's also a military man. We have our mutual friend is actually Pang with the LifeStrongApparel.com. We're supposed to get up together. Maybe we can go to Mission Barbecue if you're out there. Dot Focus, we can go to Mission Barbecue sometime. That'd be cool. I don't drive, so I'm not the one that can get there. Somebody's gonna have to pick me up. But so go to Mission Barbecue. That'd be awesome. And tell them I don't know how Twitch works. If there's a comment section, say, oh yeah, that goofy Skylar Saunders dude sent me here. So just let them know that I sent you. Also, if you want to advertise or sponsor on Skylar Saunders Sing, make sure you go to Skylar Saunders, SKYLERSAUNDERS at gmail.com. I'm going to say it a little slower this time. SKYLERSAUNDERS at gmail.com. And you can send me a good little amount. You know, we're talking about at least three figures here. Not too much. I'm not gonna soak you, but I do need at least $100. At least $100 for me to promote you on the show. Join the club, exactly. Yeah. And you can do that. This is my favorite part of the show. Actually, this is one of my favorite parts. My PayPal is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. I'll say that again. PayPal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. And my Venmo is at SKYLERIZED. At SKYLERIZED. Cash App, Skylar Saunders 1, $ SKYLERSAUNDERS 1. And if you want to do that right now, you can send me a Cash App right now. It'll hit my phone, it'll hit my watch. I'll be happy. Or you can send me a PayPal. Doesn't matter. I appreciate it. Who? I didn't forget anybody. I have everybody I have on this that I've been promoting for the longest time. Who's talking about J-Ton? Who the hell is J-Ton? J-Tone? I don't have any business for J-Tone. J-Tone just said to me, and it has been a while since I spoke to J-Tone. He just said to me, he said, I'm here to help, young people that are coming up in the game, essentially. He's saying, young people that are coming up. He doesn't have any businesses to promote. He just had, money from me. I appreciate J-Tone. Actually, it's not J-Tone. It's Tone J. See, that's what you got me messed up. Rick James, you really got to get off the dust. It's a problem. It really is a problem. It's messing with your brain, man. It's Tone J, not J-Tone. So you forgot to say his name right. First of all, you had me messing up. But this is the part of the show I want to talk about. The advertising. This is a business. This is a business. This is all about me. This is why it's called Skylar Saunders Seeing. Okay? It's all about my brand. I'm on this YouTube network because of Mr. Troy Star Terrain. He said they should see you, they should hear you. And I was like a little hesitant because I tried YouTube before and it was like very little to no response. I used to do a YouTube show every day back in 2010, 2011. And the only people that watched it were the people that I work with at the coffee shop, at Starbucks. Tony Starter. So that was the only thing. But now I have an audience. I have 523 subscribers. If you're new here, subscribe. Like. I have 5 people in here right now. Make sure you smash that like button. 4 people in here right now. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you have, all the people in line, to tell other people to say that goofy nigga Sky. I don't know. He's goofy as hell, but he's got some good points. So that's what the whole point of the show is, to make me money. I'm trying to save up for a MacBook, for one thing. I'm trying to pay off my credit card. I'm trying to do a lot of things. This is all, business. This is all money driven. I was given a lot of money in the past 2 days, and I'll get that, either today or tomorrow. But I'm very, consistent with this. I'm very, every day. I try to do this. If I can do it every day, I'll try to do it every day. And I try to do it around this time at 4 o'clock. Because I don't want to hear Rick James say, "Oh, you're late, sir." And when I'm not late. He's late to the show. You're late to the show, Rick James. No, I'm not the one that's late. Either you're too late or you're too early or something like that. Okay, you're doing a lot right now, Rick James. He said they need to see you abs. They need to feel you. Pause. no Diddy on all of that you just said. 7 people in here. 7 people. I need 4 more likes to match 7 people. If you're not in here, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You know, send in money. Scholars, $ SKYLERSAUNDERS1 for Cash App, PayPal, paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. This is all a business. This is all about getting money. This is my one of my pipelines. I have 4 streams of income. I have a main stream of income. I have a secondary stream of income, and I have a third. I have 2 lesser streams of income, but they're still, giving me at least $1,000. Each of them have given me over $1,000. So we got somebody in the room right now who it may not be worthy of the time for me to even address him or her or it. So he can be in the room all he wants. Y'all can say hi to him. Y'all can wave to him, do whatever you got. But he disrespected Rick James. And Rick James is a friend to the room. He's a friend to this machine. So I definitely respect Rick James over this person. And they can squabble in the comment section all they want. He's asking for an apology. This person I'm talking about. This person is asking for an apology, actually. That's funny. That's weird. So, Rick James, if you want to go at him, go at him. Do what you got to do. But hey, this whole scheme. I want to get to at least 1,000 people by June. I think I can get to 1,000 people by June. 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal. My goal is to get to it. It used to be by the end of April. And I was like, it's probably not gonna be April. Let's see about May. I was like, man, June might even be a little, but I'm definitely gonna put in the time and the work. Thank you for the 5 likes. I have 3 people in here, and there were 5 people in here at one time, and more than 5 people. So I enjoy that. Thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate you. And feel free to go into the comment section so I can see your name, see what you have to say. I know 3 people are watching, and 2 people are I know of already. Let me at him. Let me at him. But at least one person can say they subscribe to the show. That one person, that's all I need. Is there one? That's what they say in church. Is there one? And if people come out to the altar, they get restored into the name of the blood and the Father and the Jesus and the Holy Ghost and all that. But yeah, this is a business, folks. If I had my druthers, I'll be a snitch and get money on the low. I just tell on people, but I don't have that capability at this point. But yes, it's all about money. It's all about dollar signs. All of this is about dollar signs. Every single person that comes through here has to understand, has to respect the fact that it's all about a dollar sign. And that is virtuous, and that is good. That is a good thing. That is proper. That is healthy. That I be someone to tell you. Just take this moment. This is the PBS moment. They always have the point in the show. You're watching the show. You're like, oh yeah, show. And then like, oh, here comes the drive. The reason why I didn't like the drive is because I didn't have the money for it. Now I like watching the drives because you get a tote bag. You get they always say that you get a free tote bag every time you. That's a cliche. That's like a joke. People use on NPR and wait, don't tell me and stuff like that. You get a free tote bag if you listen to, if you just chip in $30 right now or something like that. Yeah, this is a time. This is shine time on getting in those dollars. To me, if you get enjoyment, if you get entertainment, if you get information from me, then I ask you, not humbly, not modestly, but proudly, to offer your money to pay for this show because I want it to be official too. I want to not just pay off my credit card and get a MacBook. I want to get lighting that's better. This is just, low key, low budget, just thrown together lights. This isn't official lighting. I want to get that thrown together. I want to get a new space because I know there's niggas out there right now. They're like, I ain't subscribed to that nigga. Look at all that cowboy stuff. I've had subscribers that said that and had, going along the lines like, oh, you can take down that cowboy stuff, but, I'm going to subscribe anyway. They'll say all that. Or it'll be the flip side, and they'll say, like, oh, you're a Cowboys fan? You're going to subscribe just off the bat. And it's like, thanks, but you know what I mean? I'm not really the Cowboys fan. My dad is. This is his study. This is his man cave. This is his office. So I'm just doing it right there. Sir, may I suggest a suggestion? That's kind of redundant, but go ahead, Rick James. You got a free tote bag of Coke. Oh my God, he's crazy. So what is your suggestion that you suggest to me with your redundancies? What is it? I don't have time. Are you typing right now? I don't have time to say. So I'll just say, it's all about the money. Follow the money. As they said on All the President's Men. Follow the money. That's where it goes. You can follow the money to my bank account because it's all for a good cause. All the money that comes into this show is for a good cause, and that good cause is my bank account. I'm not going to front on you. It's not for the children. It's not for the elderly. It's not for anybody like that. It's for me. It's for my bank account. It's for my well-being. It's for my own understanding of the game, understanding of being able to convey a message. And that's what it's all about. That's this whole point. The whole point of Scholar Starter Seeing is about. So with your pledge, if you pledge like $2 a day, I would not be mad at that. I would love to see $2 a day. I would love to see $2 a day. Cause what's that? $2 times 366 is a leap year. What's that? $2 times 366. I can't even. Let's see, 12. Hey Siri. Okay, she can't even hear me now. I thought she can hear me, but I'm gonna do this. 2. $732. That's good. That's good money. That's good money. $2 a day. Just $2 a day. That's all I'm asking. $2 a day. If you can do that. If you can't do that, that's cool too. Do what you gotta do. Like I said, join the Sky Club, the 100 Club. You can get a blue wrench just like Rick James has, and he's still working on a suggestion, I guess. But he's contribute $100 or more in a monthly in a broadcast a month. That's all you gotta do. I think I scared off Courtney and Chelsea with their glasses on, and Tone J. I think the same thing. I don't know if I got too big, and they're like, he's cool, he's all right. I'm not gonna give him more money. And same thing with Spirit Smooth too. I give him his money. He hasn't shown up. B Jackson is the only one that's holding me down pretty much monetarily. Telling the truth. I'm snitching. I'm snitching right now. B Jackson, even when I was out for like almost 2 weeks. And he said, what's up, man? And I was like, I'm good. I just had lost I had lost in the family. I want a good friend. And he was just like, man, I'm gonna just give you this money. He gave me like $20 or something like that. So I was just really appreciative of that. That's all you gotta do. Just give whatever you can. Come as you are. Pause. No Diddy. Whatever you have. Yes, go ahead. Suggest a way. Do what you gotta do. You're leaving me in suspense here, Rick James. Do what you must. But yeah, it's all about business. Everything is about business. It's all about the dollar sign. You can't name me one thing that's not tied to money. One thing in this entire world that's not tied to money. The blue room is far more as fitting. Again, I don't have great lighting. I don't have as great space. It's not a good look. This is the best look, sir. I know you've been saying it. I was wondering what your suggestion was. I had a suspicion you would say the blue room. Oh, you got to go back to the blue room. You got to go. That's how far back Rick James goes. He goes back to July 30th, I think it is, because that was when Paul Rubin died. July 30th, 2023 of last year. That's when Paul Rubin died. That's when I had a crazy amount of people on my MacBook. My MacBook only got like 10 to 12, maybe 17 people watching, and that's how much I got. Every video I've had on my mobile has been over 100 views. Sometimes 300, sometimes 200. So I'm very fortunate. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm able to do that. Not everybody can say that. The late horror hate Paul Rubens. I'm still smoking my Pee-wee packs. I'm also smoking my Matthew Perry pack. Well, that's because you're a black man that is, attached to the white man in that room, in that way. You cry tears over a cracker. Now there are some niggas that I wouldn't cry tears over either. It depends. Those are good views, yeah. Yeah, they're very good views. They've been able to elevate me to heights that I've not thought that I would be able to achieve in the short time that I've had. So I'm very appreciative. YouTube's giving me an achievement, gave me a trophy, not a literal trophy, but like a digital trophy of having over 500 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000,000 subscribers, trying to get to 1 billion subscribers. Like I'm the limit. Sky's the limit, but there is no sky's the limit. We all know that sky is no longer the limit. We should have known that when we sent out men to go on space missions. Especially the lunar landing. That really killed the sky's the limit idea, but that it still persists. I don't know how it still persists. It's weird. Well, I wonder when they will send me a plaque. That's why I wonder. It will probably be within the next 2 to 3 years, going at the pace that I'm going now. It could be lessened if some levee breaks, and a whole lot of subscribers latch on and tell other people. They say, hey, yeah, you gotta watch this goofy nigga. You watch this whack nigga from Delaware. That's all they gotta do. That's all they gotta do. But this is business. This is the time that I just pump the brakes. Say it's all for a good cause. My bank account. I can finally get to say that because I used to say it and I had no money in my bank. Like I had $30 in my bank account and none of it was from the internet. This is why you have to have early on in your life, as early as can be, some kind of idea, some kind of motion to be or to do something, because it doesn't happen right off the bat. It doesn't happen right away. Usually, I mean, there's overnight success stories and people that have one-hit wonders and stuff like that. But for the most part, it takes a long time of smart work and diligence and doing the right thing and never backing down and doing everything that you can possibly do. That's the issue. That's the idea behind all of this. You don't get rich old. I don't know what that means. It's a long and winding road. Okay, it seems like you're doing lyrics now, Rick James, but I just feel happy. I get money in a few days. I mean, I didn't get any money today. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any money, but I'm gonna get views, and that contributes to money. The watch hours. See, a lot of people say, "Oh, subscribers, oh, views, oh." No, it's all about the watch hours. That's the main function of YouTube. Your watch hours. The amount of time people actually stay and watch your content. I was just watching a great document mini documentaries and the owner of this the channel is called Make Art Not Content. Now this isn't art. This is just content. But when you are making art, he gave two examples. Two of my favorite examples and two examples that inspired an artist that I have in a book series I'm going to be releasing one day. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I have the idea of being totally committed to my ideas, my thoughts, my understanding of the fact that it doesn't take overnight a lot over time. I mean, like I said, there's scant amounts. There's probably like 100 out of a billion different overnight success stories. Because it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen you just pop up and you're a superstar. Just think about any rapper, think about singers, think about directors, writers, authors, composers, anybody who creates anything, the artist side, even scientists, Curie, Einstein, inventors, Edison, Zuckerberg. I mean, his was the closest. He did something that was amazing in a short period of time, a very short period of time. He had the face smash, then he converted that into the Facebook, then converted that into Facebook, and now it's Meta and all these other different things. He's one of the wealthiest people of all time, not just in America, not just in the world, but of all time. And he started on in his dorm room. I mean, it's just beautiful situations like that. I just love his story. The Social Network didn't demonize him the way I think people wanted him to be demonized. I mean, they say there were parts of it where he was the director David Fincher and writer Aaron Sorkin critiqued him, but for the most part, they showed him to be a bright young man that had an idea that just said, "Hey, wait a minute, this is a holy shit, once in a lifetime, once in a generation kind of idea." So we have to follow it. We have to go by it. And I see 10 people. I saw 10 people in here. It's down to 7. I need at least 7 likes. Smash that like button one time. Whoever that 7th person is. It was up to 10 people. I was gonna say I need to have at least 10 likes, but it doesn't look like 10 people are in here. But I'm about to close. But if y'all want to go on a little bit longer, we can do that too. When you do get to inflict ADS upon your viewers, excuse me, what you sometimes just do some weird stuff, Rick James. When do you get to inflict ads upon your viewers? I'm probably never going to do ads. I don't want to do ads. I don't like ads on YouTube unless I don't like ads on YouTube at all. I like ads on Facebook. All right. So it's okay. There's 9 people in here. There needs to be 9 likes. Give me to 9 likes. 9 people in here, 9 likes. At least 9 likes. It was up to 10. Smash it. It's at 6 likes right now. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's right there. Right there. Down to 8. That's still close to 6. 6 can turn into 8. Just 2 more. But I was saying, I was watching many documentaries on Jean-Michel Basquiat and Prince, and I was in that just taken by the work ethic, the ingenuity, the thoughtfulness, the idealism that was expressed by both of these late great artists. So that's what I want to convey And this short film, order, this idea of content, not art. This isn't art. This is just broadcasting. But I do appreciate all that. Ads equals money. Yeah, I know ads equal money, but I value not having ads over money right now. It may make sense one day when I'm like, oh well, yeah, maybe I should have ads. But for right now, I don't want any ads. YouTube also pushes ads without your consent. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. I suspected that, but that's on them. That's on them. We got some shy people coming into the room today. Yeah, so it's already past an hour for me on this show. Uh, I'll just be beating a dead horse, as that cliche goes. So I'm just gonna, wrap it up right here at 5 o'clock. I thank you all. Hold up, Malik. Who I think it was just Malik and Rick James. Rick James has been my roadman. He's been riding with me for this whole time. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. I should be getting okay. Now it's up to 11. Now I need to say 5 more people. Salute. 5 more people. But I'm about to be out. So thank you very much. Take care.